Hi, I'm Henry. I'm a youth worker for Safe Places for Children.
Hi, I'm Alana and I'm a case manager for Safe Places for Children. Why did you get into youth work?
How did I get into youth work? I'd say it's a very rewarding job. It is definitely, like, compared to what other jobs are, yeah, it's very rewarding.
I was studying education and I met a boy that was in the system, and just seeing the lack of support that he had just made me want to start working with kids like him.
What does your typical day look like?
Well, I guess you get on shift and you see what's happening with the young people that day, what appointments they might have, cleaning the house to make sure it's really nice for them.
Yeah, in the afternoon, do some activities. Could be fishing or something like that, or
Yeah, getting that quality time in with them,
Oh, yeah.
one-on-one.
Oh yeah, definitely, that definitely helps.
What is the hardest part of the job? Where do you even start?
Just the hardship that they go through and trying to understand that for yourself, and just trying to be empathetic, towards them in their situation, and yeah.
Yeah, I have to agree. I think for me, the hardest part is when they're so clearly missing their family. It's like on those big days like birthdays and Christmas and Mother's Day.
Yes.
And you can just feel that real pain, and that you know that you just can't quite fit into that same place that they're needing to be filled. That's the worst part.
Yep,
I
definitely.
reckon.
What's your special trick for connecting with a young person when they're upset? I guess it just depends on the young person, really.
Yeah, depends on your relationship with them.
Definitely, I'll sometimes even crack a joke and it'll just change the whole mood straight up. Like, being down to earth. Like, just telling them straight, just when they're upset, like, yes, I sort of understand where you're coming from. Like, this is happening for you, and look, like, I'm going to be real with you, so.
But often they'll try to push you away and they'll say, no, I don't want you, you can't understand. So I tend to approach them, and then if they tell me to go away, I leave them for a little bit, and then I come back, and I keep doing that, and then eventually they tend to stop telling you to go away, and they just let you be there for them. Can you remember one moment when you really knew you'd made a difference?
It's a hard one. I think mine was recently. A young person who's never been fishing before caught his first fish. He loved it. He was taking photos, putting it up on his social medias and all that, and just holding it, and he ended up kissing it goodbye and throwing it in the water. It was beautiful.
Letting it go. I think for me, the first time I realised I was actually good at this job, I was working with a 9-year-old boy, and he had a really hard time making friends. And he joined this BMX group, and it'd taken us weeks to convince him, to actually go along, because he was really nervous. And he went, and I just remember him going around and around the track with this huge smile. And he suddenly had all these kids his own age that he was able to connect with about something. And it was like the first time he looked at me and said, I've made friends today.
Why do you love working at Safe Places for Children?
I think this is probably the first job I've ever had where I feel like I'm doing something that matters.
Just, the self-reward that you get. Working with these young kids that come from these different places and all that, it's just amazing. And yeah. At Safe Places?
It's all about the young people.